Hello, welcome everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing factorization sheet number 2. That's already there uploaded on the website gcse.com. You can access all free worksheets there. We have already completed sheet 1 and now it's sheet 2, which is comparatively a bit harder as compared to the sheet 1. Well, let me start with the first question. It says 9x squared minus 24x plus 16. It's a quadratic. We have to factorize it. The way to factorize is I have to find two numbers. Their sum should be equals to b. So sum is b. B in this case, if I'm going to compare it with the standard equation ax squared plus bx plus c. So b in this case would be negative 24 and product is a times c, which is 16 times 9, that is 144. Well, I told you there is a trick, or you can say there is a way to find two numbers. Always go for the product. What product is 144? When I prime factorize 144, it turns out to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Now we just need to mix and match. If the product is positive and the sum is negative, it means obviously both the numbers are negative. So if I'm mix and matching, let's say this be 8, this be 18. Negative, negative, obviously 18 plus 8 will not give me 24. So minus 8 and 18 are not the numbers. We have to do another mix and matching. So let's say 2 times 2, which is 4 times 3, 12, and remaining 2 times 2 into 3, 12. Both numbers has to be negative, so negative 12 plus negative 12 is negative 24 and their product is 144. So yes, our two numbers are minus 12 and minus 12. Since this is all about splitting the middle term, this method itself is called splitting the middle term, so I'm splitting it into negative 12x and negative 12x. So here I'm writing it here. Now I have to make pairs. So this is pair 1, this is pair 2. I can take out 3x as common. So remaining would be 3x minus 4. If you're not sure what I'm doing, you can go to the sheet 1 and the link I have already attached in the description box. Now here from the pair 2 I can take out minus 4 as common. So remaining would be 3x minus 4. Now clearly we have two terms and in these two terms 3x minus 4 is common. So remaining inside the bracket would be 3x minus 4. Or ultimately 3x minus 4 times 3x minus 4 is 3x minus 4 whole squared. If you are multiplying the same number 2 times, it will be a square. Moving on to the next one, it's same. That means when you add two numbers, it should be equals to minus 31. That means sum should be equals to minus 31. And product is equals to a times c, which is minus 88 times 15 in this case. So product is negative 1320. Well, the same method we have to apply, that means prime factorize your product. So this comes out to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 11 times 3 times 5. You have to select whether the numbers are going to be negative or positive. Here you can see product is negative and sum is also negative. That means clearly one value is negative and one value is positive. So we have to select two numbers. By mix matching these things, I can say the two numbers are 55 and the remaining would be 24. One number has to be negative. If sum is negative, that means obviously the bigger number is negative. This thing I have already explained in worksheet 1. So negative 55 and 24 are the two numbers. Well, this is about splitting the middle term, so I am splitting this. So it would be 15x squared minus 55x plus 24 minus 88. I can take out 5x as common. Remaining is 3x minus 11. From here, I can take out 8 as common. This is x. So this would be 3x minus 11. Clearly, we have two terms, and I can take out 3x minus 1 out as common, and remaining is 5x plus 8. This is your final factors. Moving on to the next one, this type of question also I have done in my worksheet 1. It says 2 times x minus 1 whole squared minus 15 times x minus 1 plus 13. You really need not to like expand x minus 1 and then simplify, then factorize. No, it looks like a quadratic, a hidden quadratic, you can say. If I assume x minus 1 as y, then you can see clearly that it's a quadratic. Replacing x minus 1 with 5, I'll get 2y squared minus 15y plus 13. Now you can clearly see this quadratic. What you need to do is just solve this quadratic. It's very simple. The product should be 13 times 2 as 26. And sum should be negative 15. If sum is positive, product is negative, that means both numbers are negative. And two numbers are definitely minus 13 and minus 2. That's very simple. Let me split the middle term. 2y squared minus 2y minus 13y plus 13. Taking these two and these two pairs. So taking 2y out as common, it will be y minus 1. And taking minus 13 as common, remaining is y minus 1. Clearly from these two, I can take out y minus 1 as common. And remaining is 2y minus 13. Just don't forget that you have assumed y as x minus 1. So just replace it back. So in place of y, I'm writing x minus 1. So x minus 1 and minus 1 was already there. And 2 times x minus 1 minus 13. On simplifying, I'll get x minus 2 in one bracket. And in another bracket, it would be 2x minus 15. These are the two factors. Moving on to the next one, well, you can see it's a 7th power. The highest degree is 7. So in the first worksheet also, I explained that your first instinct is to take out something out as common. If you can take out, whether it's a quadratic, cubic, any sort of equation, if you can take out something out as common, do it. Here, we can take out x to the power of 5 as common. The smaller number, the smaller power, we can take out as common. Now divide x to the power of 5 with every term. You'll get 3x to the power of 2 minus 7x plus 4. Inside the bracket, now you have a quadratic. And see, can you factorize it? Product should be 12 and sum should be minus 7. Product is 12. Sum is minus 7. Both number has to be negative. It's minus 4 and minus 3. Very simple. 3x squared minus 4x minus 3x. I'm just splitting the middle term. Plus 4 x to the power of 5. So x to the power of 5. Now making the pair. Taking out x as common, you can write 3x minus 4. And similarly, taking minus 1 as common, 3x minus 4 is the remaining 1. Out of these two terms, I can take out 3x minus 4 out as common. So x to the power of 5, 3x minus 4, and x minus 1. This is your final answer. Well, moving on to the next one. 4x cubed minus 16x. Well, the first instinct, take out something as common. I can take out 4x as common here. 4x remaining is x squared minus 4. Well, I told you if there are two square numbers separated by minus sign, just take the root of them and you'll get the answer. Not necessarily that they have to be the square numbers. It can be any number. But in this case, it's much more simpler when you take the root. That means if it's x squared minus y squared, this can be factorized into root of x minus root of y times root of x plus root of y. Similarly, I'll apply here. So, root of x is x and root of 4 is 2. And root of x is x, root of 4 is 2. So, x minus 2 times x plus 2. X minus 2 and x plus 2 times 4x are factors of this expression. Moving on to the next one. A plus b plus 1 whole squared plus 2 times minus a minus b minus 1 plus 1. Okay, see, I can write it as a plus b plus 1 whole squared. Now take out negative as common. Minus 2, a plus b plus 1 plus 1. And as I told you, it seems to be an apparent quadratic, a hidden quadratic, so I can assume a plus b plus 1 as y. So this turns out to be y squared minus 2y plus 1. Sum is minus 2, product is 1. That means two numbers are minus 1 and minus 1. So y minus 1 times y minus 1 is y minus 1 whole squared, and putting back y inside it. So a plus b plus 1 minus 1 whole squared. That means a plus b whole squared is your final answer. Moving on to the next one. In this question, we can say x plus y is common. So I can take out x plus y as common. Remaining would be x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Well, this is a quadratic and we can do split the middle term. Product is x squared y squared and sum is 2xy. That means clearly two numbers are xy and xy. Their product is x squared y squared and sum is 2xy. So on splitting the middle term, I will get x squared xy plus xy plus y squared. Now making the pairs. So after making the pair, I'll get x out as common. I'm writing it here, x plus y. And from here, I can take out y as common and remaining is x plus y. So finally, our factors would be x plus y times x plus y. So x plus y times this whole inside the bracket are nothing but x plus y times x plus y. And you can see we are multiplying x plus y 3 times. So it's nothing but it's x plus y whole cubed. That's our final answer. Moving on to the next question. We have to factorize and simplify p squared minus 16p plus 64. The product is 64 and sum is negative 16. Clearly, the numbers are negative 8 and negative 8. So I can split into p minus 8 times p minus 8. From the bottom one, I can take out 3p as common. Remaining is p minus 8. Cancelling it out, finally p minus 8 over 3p. We cannot do anything, we cannot simplify, so leave it like that. Moving on to the next part. The sum is 7 and product is 12. Two numbers are 4 and 3 clearly. So splitting the middle part, I can say 3p squared is 3p, 7p can be written as 3p plus 4p plus 4. And 9p squared minus 16, squares are there separated by a negative sign. We just did. X squared minus y squared is x plus y times x minus y. So this can be written as square of 9p squared is 3p and square of 16 is 4. So 3p minus 4 times 3p plus 4. Now, see the numerator one, we have sorted out the denominator, but the numerator, we have to continue with our conventional method. Taking out 3p as common, I'll get p plus 1. And similarly, taking out plus 4 as common, I'll get p plus 1. And in denominator, 3p minus 4, 3p plus 4. Clearly, when I'll take out p plus 1 as common, remaining would be 3p plus 4. And in denominator, 3p plus 4 is remaining. Cancelling it out, p plus 1 is remaining. That's your final and simplified answer. Well, 3p minus 4 is still there, sorry. So it will be 3p minus 4. That's your final answer. Moving on to the next one, it's already given p plus 1 whole to the power of 4 over p squared minus 1. Okay, p plus 1 whole to the power of 4 is already factorized. And p squared minus 1 separated by negative sign, root of p squared is p and root of 1 is 1. So p plus 1 times p minus 1 is the factorization of p squared minus 1. And I can cancel out p plus 1. So 1p plus 1 will be cancelled out, remaining p plus 1 whole to the power of 3 over p minus 1, our final answer. For the next one, it says, show that this whole expression is equals to 1. It's not an equation, don't equate it. It's just they're asking that left hand side should be equals to right hand side, so that you have to show. That means taking only our left expression and try to simplify it. Well, x squared minus y squared can be easily simplified. There are two ways. First, by expanding and then simplifying, or just factorize at the beginning. So I'm just opting the second one. I'm factorizing at the beginning. So x squared minus y squared, so far we have done, and now we know that it's nothing but x plus y times x minus y plus 2y times x plus y over x plus y whole squared. We have two expressions in numerator. I can take out x plus y as common. So taking out x plus y as common, remaining is x minus y plus 2y over x plus y whole squared. Now x minus y plus 2y is what? X plus y minus y plus 2y is what? Plus y. So it's x plus y times x plus y over x plus y whole squared. And x plus y times x plus y is x plus y whole squared. The same number divided by the same number is always 1, and we have proved it that left hand side equals right hand side. This whole expression is nothing but equals to 1. Moving on to our very last question, it says a rectangle has length 2x plus 1 and width x plus 1. If the area of this rectangle is 1 meter squared, find the value of x. Well, we know that area is length times width. So if length times width is 1, that means 2x plus 1 times x plus 1 is equals to 1. We have to find the value of x. Let we expand this bracket. So it would be 2x squared. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 1 is 2x. If you don't know how to factorize, how to expand the bracket, you can refer our video. I will attach the link in the description box. Then plus 1 times x is x, and plus 1 times 1 is 1. But I'm just giving you a little bit introduction or information how you can expand the bracket. every term of the first bracket should be multiplied with every term of the second bracket. That's how we do. Equals to 1. So 2x squared plus 3x plus 1, and transposing it onto the left hand side, equals 0. That is 2x squared plus 3x equals 0. Taking out x as common, we'll get 2x plus 3 equals 0. So your first value of x is 0 and the second value of x is negative 3 over 2. Now we have calculated the value of what we will do. We will just replace or substitute these value of x and see whether length and width are coming out to be positive or not. So x are these two values, but to calculate perimeter, at least we should have the legit value of length and width. So for length, when I substitute value here, 0, this comes out to be 1 and width also comes out to be 1. Similarly, when I'm substituting x as negative 3 over 2, this will be negative 3 plus 1, length is negative 2. Not possible at all. That means this value of x is not possible. The only length and width possible in this case is 1 and 1. So perimeter is what? It's 1, 1, 1, 1. It's actually a square. And perimeter is sum of all the sides. It will be 4 meters. So that's it for today. We have covered all the questions on factorization, and if you need more practice questions, you can purchase our worksheet, you can purchase our mock papers. All you need to do is just drop us an email at exactacademy@gmail.com. The classes are at just £6 per hour, GCSE classes for all subjects. And if you want to book a demo for any subject, for any class from year 1 to year 13, just drop us an email at exactacademy@gmail.com and we will coordinate it. So that's it for today. Thank you. Have a great day.